Greetings, fellow Europans. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Stationeers Europa, episode 20. But the elevator shafts here aren't airtight, so you need to build something else to make it airtight. And then we'll know that it's airtight when the tablet registers it as its own room. And you put glass for the walls in the elevator? I don't know what you mean. Elevators just aren't inherently an airtight object, and you can't install things to make them airtight, so they're just the way they are. Let's take our first ride, though. Now that we're all cabled up. I think we're all cabled up. Hold on. I didn't time it. Here we go. The most nail-biting experience of your life. Timer is... nope, stopwatch. And go. I'm going to be wrong already, I could tell. It's like 3 seconds of floor, so this is going to take a minute and a half. Up, up, and away we go. It's been 20 seconds. It has been 30 seconds. Oh, no, you know what? My original guess of about a minute 15 might not be that far off. I feel like it's going to be about a minute 15. "45 seconds. This is a big mountain. It has been 1 minute. Oh man, my guess of a minute and 15 is going to be spot on, isn't it? Just about. Minute 10. 1 minute, 10 seconds. Alright, so now that I've cleared that out, time to go back. I'm kidding. I'll jump. Jump around. So now I need to cap that off so it becomes airtight, if you want it breathable. So I'm going to want some steel frames. Ooh, it got dark quick. I'm going to want some steel frames and steel sheets and walls and plastic and steel and whatnot, so I can all encapsulate it. Yeah, sun does set fast on Europa. That it does. How's my storm warning? Yep, no storm's coming. Gotta add elevator music. That could be a project to propose. So what I'm planning on doing is just creating like a 3x3 room at the top, so that we can start to pressurize it. So let me update the goal. Build a basic lookout platform at the top. So here's the thing is, once I have it enclosed, I can add to it relatively easily. I just need to get it to a point where it's enclosed first. Wall, plastic, glass. I might need to mine some silicon steel sheets. Oh, Yep. Of course, it's the last thing that came out. I'm gonna get some filters for myself. Before I forget. 64 silicon, we'll see. So, a 3x3 around it. It actually can't really be a 3x3 because of the way the elevators are. So it has to be 4 long, 3 wide. So you have 4 and 4, 8, plus 1 and 2 is 9 and 10. So 10 steel sheets should do. And again, if you have any ideas for what you want me to do up in the penthouse once it's done, submit those ideas via channel points. You'll be refunded, but it's just a way for me to log suggestions. So I need at least 20 steel sheets, and I think what I'll do is also get some of the wall frames so that I can work on them as well. So let's see. It would be, for walls, it would be 4, 8, plus 6. So 14 plus 12 at the top. So 26 walls, I think? Hope that's right. And then to build these, it's plastic sheets. So I'm going to need 26 plastic sheets and 26 glass as well. We'll see if I was right about this math. And then once it's airtight, once I've confirmed it's airtight, I can disassemble this setup here and use a lot of this piping to start to pressurize, add air, and heat. Without having to print too much out. So that's good. My waste tank's rather large. Let me swap it. Oh, this has been running the whole time? Well, okay then, I didn't know that. The atmospheric filtration kits don't really draw power. It's like 5 watts or something, so it really doesn't matter if it's running or not. I just didn't realize I had left it on. But they act as a pump as well. So now I've pumped all the CO2 that was in my waste tank out. And then this is a fill, so yeah. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. Yep. Cool. Alright, let's get the glass and the plastic, and maybe if I did my math right, I'll be able to build the pressurization all in one go. I take that back. I probably want 4 more steel frames just in case, because I also want to enclose the ogre tunnel so it doesn't go further. So that means 4 more frames and 8 more sheets. Oh, there's a wall kit in here, too. Oops, I printed 1 extra. I think I'm going to be out of silicon, though. What is my purpose? I click plastic. I guess that's true for my mouse and keyboard too. Oh, I am gonna have enough. So I have 2.5 silicon left over. I'm gonna make one extra wall, one extra glass sheet. And now I'm totally out. 4 extra frames and 8 extra sheets.
Power critical.
Why do I even need power? Come on now. Silly game. So have any of you built like a sky motel before? Do any of us have any idea what you should do after university? Oh boy, I think you're asking the wrong crowd. I could be wrong, but I for one have no idea. Be the best adult you can be. Keep learning. That's a smart one. Woo. We timed it well. We actually have a sunrise. Old Man Mino, what did you do? What do you do as a living? What does everyone do as a living? I think for me it's rather obvious, but curious about all of y'all. So I'm going with the apps. Oh, I didn't realize that you could enclose it like this. I had no idea. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll do it like that then. So I have 3 extra frames. Don't know how much charge I'm going to have on the arc welder when I'm done. I'm also going to need to do a little light terraforming. Or Europa forming, because it's not Earth, so it would be called Terra. I also made this larger than I had originally planned, but that's okay. The view's pretty nice. If I do say so myself. Slightly weird that the cables are visible, but it'll be our data cabinet. 1, 2. Oh, right, because that behaves differently. I didn't account for that. I should be able to put a window on the other side, though. And it seems, because I made 1 extra, that I did indeed do my mental math like a wizard, and I have exactly enough to enclose it. I would just like to take a moment to reflect on my mental math skills. Or not, because, you know, it was like kindergarten math. Well, it looks very weird from up here. The view is also like, yeah, all right. So the view is very strange, is all I'm gonna say, with the cubic landscape. All that's left is this. All right, if I did my homework, this should be enclosed. Room 60. It's pressurized. Yeah! Now we just need to get it breathable. So pressurize and heat the elevator and tunnel. So the tunnel, the elevator, and the penthouse all share the same gas supply. Also, yeah, the sun is huge. It's way bigger than it would be at Europa. So a minute and 10 seconds later, I'll be at the bottom. Definitely need some elevator music. I know, this is riveting. Riveting content. Oh, I didn't realize that that had like an animation to it. That's cool. The reason I had these extra frames is for this. So the Ogre Tunnel, if you were wondering how much further it goes, I'll run to the end. But then I'm also going to cap it off so that I don't have to heat all of this up too, because this is a lot more volume. It doesn't go that far, but it's still significant additional volume to the entire project, so we'll be walling it up. It's like... I'm just, might need more frames. I'm not even sure if one's going to be enough. I guess what I could do is put a window in here and see if it separates out the two sides. So am I in room 60? I'm in room 66. So it does separate them out. Okay, room 69. Stick with that. I figure a little, like, walkway here wouldn't be terrible so that I can get on the elevator a little bit easier without having to hop. Doesn't need to be airtight or anything. This doesn't really go down much, so that's not adding volume either. Okay. So let's get this all pressurized. Now, the other question is, should I care about the volume added? I guess I don't really care about that. I'll leave it organic. I won't wall it up. It's not that much volume. Nice. Pressure time. And my tools should be getting wirelessly charged now that I'm in the base. Because the arc welder definitely ran out. Just pop the door open and watch me fly to the end of the tunnel. The pressure differences are great, but maybe not that great that it would be tragic or anything like that. So, next project is to dismantle this heating setup and... maybe I don't need to do that. I can actually use this heater. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. It does mean that I'm, it's going to be a minute until I'm able to breathe base air. Hey, Space Corgi. Thanks for the resub. And yeah, wireless charging is something they added in. So this thing here is an Omni charger. It charges up wireless batteries while I'm around. Okay, here we go. Tunnel pressure time. Make sure that everything is like batten down the hatches and all, because it'll be a little wild. And then I'll use this heater so I don't have to move anything. So now it is one big room. Room 71. And it's going to get mighty cold in here. So what I have to do is I have to stoke this up so that this furnace superheats this area, and then the warm air and the cold air over here circulate and eventually equalize. No, we lost the room? What do you mean? Oh, the room 69. Yeah, we did lose room 69. But yeah, it wasn't really that violent. As you can see, it's sort of a gentle breeze. And it's actually still pretty temperate over on this end for now. But let's go heat it up. The other issue is that I'm going to want to probably pull in additional oxygen from outside so that we bring the pressure up. But perhaps I don't know. Should I add O2 to the base? Yes or no? You think it's necessary? I'll let you vote on that. So the other issue I'm going to have is, yeah, actually, I gotta go back inside. I'm not going to do this with that valve flipped. I think that's reckless. Even too reckless for me. Lamix 2, thank you for the follow as well. And Laura Sky. So flip that. Yeah, it's probably going to take a while, or maybe a save load. I bet if I saved and loaded, it would magically instantly equalize. Perhaps. I'm not really sure how atmospheric data is saved in Stationeers, so I'll try that. Stream for temp. The devil in you was hoping that I would not remember the valve. Yeah, I mean, I remembered the valve. I wanted to be careful about, you know, I didn't want to cook the inside of the base, because if I hyperpressurized it would be kind of a problem. A hilarious problem, but definitely a problem nonetheless. Alright, so let's see if it's, I still see airflow, so I don't think it worked. Hey, Delman, thank you for the resub. Alright, so it's a negative 11 here. Negative 12. 85 kPa. Yeah, it's definitely drops pressure and temp considerably the further down I go. Now, one thing I could do is set up the temporary heater, the like portable heater, and bring the heater over here, because over down in this section of the tunnel, it is Europa pressure and temps. It really hasn't equalized like much. It's also room 6 now. It's interesting that it goes from negative 140, and then watch. Negative 147, I think it was the peak here. Negative 120, negative 100, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, negative 20. It is, it's interesting. Alright, so I think what I might have to do is heat up one end, and then disassemble this and heat up the other end. We'll see. And it looks like you guys do want me to add O2 to the base. So, before I add O2 to the base, I should bring it up to temperature. Because if I added O2, and then brought it up even higher, it would become hyperpressurized and might blow out my windows. Although I'd have to bring it up to like 300 kPa to blow out windows, but still, it's something to avoid. Sucking out all of the unwanted air in here. Granted, the valve there is some air stuck in that section, but what I could do is I could disassemble it and reassemble it, and then that would vacuum it out, oddly. So I'll probably end up doing that. And yes, add O2 to the base. So the current goal is to bring the entire base structure, the tower, penthouse, tunnel, elevator shaft, and base up to a comfortable, breathable everything. Copy that. This is going to be one stoked flame here. Oh yeah, cook, cook, cook. Alright, high pressure, high temp. Let's get that to start bleeding into the base. So whatever gases were in there before have been removed. And it is warming up quickly. It's just not equalizing quickly. So I think installing this setup in the penthouse or just outside of the penthouse is probably the best bet. Oh, it's 65. You know, it's actually cooking enough that I'm gonna top up my food and water while it's comfortable.
Temperature low. Temperature critical. Temperature low.
There we go. So yeah, this heater, I mean, oh man, is it ever efficient. Like rocket fuel. It's still 800 degrees. Yeah, still 800 degrees in that pipe. Which is funny because it's making this room a comfortable 23 Celsius. Yep. Just Stationeer things. Love when the math works out like that. Maybe I'll add another radiator section to it. Can you build fake? What? Oh, fans? No, not like that, no. So if I build a radiator, I need gold and steel. And then actually I don't have enough. I don't have any silicon, so I won't be able to make the insulator pipes. I'll have to just do regular pipes. One more. Alright, how is the rest of the tunnel? I might not even need to add oxygen to this. Just the simple act of heating it up may work. But I'm not going to heat it up with electricity because, oh my god, gas is way better. I would make Hank Hill very proud. So what are you sporting here? 440. Oh, did I leave that vent on? No. It's just cooling down, so it's losing pressure. Alright, let's, I'm gonna leave the valve on. And I'm gonna stoke it again. I might need more volatiles, though. 36? No, I could do it. I could do, like, 20 and 10. Well, I did 20 and 10. 28 and 14. That's going to be explosive. I like it. As long as the furnace doesn't explode on me. Because that would be unfortunate. Alright, pulling all the air out now for the entire system because the valve is open. Wouldn't be a terrible idea for me to grab additional oxide and ore, though. Or oxide and vols. So I'll get that going while I wait for that to vacuum out. And then I think once I superheat this end of the structure, I will flip-flop and work on heating at the penthouse. Because that elevator gas line that we have set up, or the elevator, cabling that we have set up, brings power all the way up to the penthouse. So it's going to be easy to set up like a vent, an active vent up there if I need it. haven't had a storm in a while. So you can see the penthouse from here. It's going to be a lot easier for me to spot it from a distance now. Alright, 0 kPa. So we're all set on that front. Time to cook. So initially it is 1500 Celsius. Enough to weaken steel. Not bad. Not bad. I wonder what that's doing to the base. Let's go find out, shall we? Lipocap and Kevster, thank you for the follows, by the way. Okay, it's 100C in the base right now. 110, 150. Yeah, it's toasty. So where's the sweet spot right now? Where I can, like, take off my helmet? Right here. It's comfortable. Well, with that in mind, let me top up my food and water in the sweet spot. There's so much, like, airflow now that I'm being pushed back to. I wonder if the stuff in the fridge has been affected. No, not at all, because it's isolated. Magical barrier of nitrogen gas that's in there. And pretty cold nitrogen gas, I think, as well. Nope, that nitrogen gas got... Oh, no, it's still very cold nitrogen gas. Good. Negative 92. I wonder if the doors here are slowing down the airflow. I'm not really sure how air is rendered through them. What I should do is I should eventually have some sort of, like, emergency hatch that I can close if I depressurize other parts of the base. But just to keep the air moving out of the speculation that these are slowing it down, I'll remove them. It'll be very easy for me to add them back in, but I feel like now that it's an open shaft and not stuck behind airframe, you know, door frames and whatnot, perhaps it heats up better. I'll put this away. Alright, so it's a very toasty 165 Celsius. Pipe still 700. And now the sweet spot is somewhere around here. As you can see, it's traveling further down my way. So Aruka, when you asked about fans, Activent's act as fans, but not the way you think. What I would have to do is I'd have to install, like, an Activent here, and then turn it on and, like, physically pump the air of that Activent all the way down here. It's just not a very efficient way of, like, spreading the heat around, which is why I didn't do it. But I really like the open tunnel now. I think one thing that I could do is work on other penthouse projects while the heat spreads out evenly. To not micromanage it, to just walk away from it and it will fix itself over time. So, if you have any suggestions for what I should do in that lovely penthouse of mine, go ahead and submit with channel points. Was that a pumpkin in a green refrigerator? Yeah, it's a pumpkin in a green refrigerator. That's what our base is about. Yeah, now the sweet spot is almost at the bottom of the stairs. And it's actually comfortable in the ogre tunnel now. So the ideas so far, a lookout platform floor. Hotving, I've kind of already done that, so I'll refund you. Cruzio with his freshwater pipes all the way down there. Stage for private performances. I don't even know what that means. Sorry, Badger. Gonna have to refund you. Telescope for tourists at the top. With a toll station at the elevator entrance. Okay. External spotlights and a beacon at the penthouse. Or like lighting, at least at the penthouse. Andrew, I definitely already have 360 windows up there, so I don't need that. And make a statue to Yoda. Any other suggestions for what I should do in the penthouse up there? Let me know. And we are almost out of heat coming off that. The really important thing is once it's out of heat, I have to flip this switch, because eventually what happens is this furnace cools down from the ambient European air, and then it will start to chill the base, which is not the effect I would like. I don't want to watch that blink anymore. Sorry, you just got here? You're not sure what's built up there? Yeah, it's a simple 3x4 frame platform with windows all around. 360 windows up there. Very, very simple. The windows are done. So I'm going to start polling, unless you guys want to submit ideas. Additional ideas. And I'll maybe add some of my own ideas if I don't get others. So Pushy, I'm not really sure what a control room with info screens would be, but I'll put that as an option and just interpret it as I will. All right, so here is 8 choices. I'm going to refund all of you that submitted your own. We've got add water storage so that I can drink up there. Add a telescope, although telescopes don't really exist, so I'm not really sure what I would build. Add spotlights and a beacon, which I typoed. Make a statue, make a control room. Add a dock for trade ships, add a bedroom, or something of my choice. So what I could do up there is also have an airlock so that we can enter and exit while we're up there. Because right now, once you're up there, you're just sort of stuck there. There is no airlock. Now, where's the sweet spot? It is down here now. I'm going to top up my water. (290 Celsius and dropping. The other thing is it probably, yeah, my water tank is now 60C because of the radiators included here. So this water tank is warm tea at this point. Two and a half minutes to vote on that, and it looks like a dock for trade ships is going to be the winning option. I think what I'm going to do here is start to work towards moving an airlock up there, which means disassembling this airlock and relocating it to all the way to the top. Because eventually all I'm going to need in this spot is some sort of manual hatch. Emergency manual hatch. I'm not going to need anything fancy. Just have to be very careful about how and what I disassemble here so I don't vent myself out to Europa. That would be bad. Water tank is a thermal battery. It's actually one of the ways that that you use solar, is that you can use solar to heat salts to heat water. Solar hot water works that way. So yeah, that's like a real thing. Guess this cable can just be pulled up because I'm not really using this power cable anymore. I have to be very careful how I use a wrench here, because I don't want to disassemble the frames. This is uncomfortably sketchy for me. So if I hold it a little too long, we vent to Atmo. Alright, so that's the whole airlock, I think, minus the active vents. We grab those. It's a little weird to be building an airlock when you're inside the pressurized area, though. So it looks like build a trade dock is going to be winning. So build a Penthouse trade dock. I think what I'm going to do is put a landing pad up there, but like nothing else. It's going to be cosmetic. If you guys want it to be a working landing pad, I can change it eventually, but that will be iteration 1, is like just a cosmetic landing pad. So I'll have that printing up now. I could put some of this stuff back. I'm trying to think of the other materials that I'm going to need for the... Alright, that's... I'll start vacuuming that out in a minute. The other materials that I'm going to need for the airlock. So this here is totally unnecessary. Let me put the grates back. Alright, that matches the rest of the base. Whew! I don't like that at all. Get rid of that ceiling that we didn't need. You wish motherships would receive a little bit more love? Yeah, 100%. I'm with you there. Oh, I had more radiators. I don't know why I printed them out. Oh well. Alright, so here's my landing pad. And I'm going to want... So a landing pad is a 3x3, and then the airlock is going to require some frames and a tunnel. Maybe the top of the airlock is going to be glass, though, because I think that would be prettier. So the airlock... So what do I need up here for the... I'm trying to envision it. I'm going to need one frame for where the airlock sits, plus the 2 walls of the airlock. I'm trying to think if it's possible to have a glass-walled airlock. I mean, hypothetically it's possible. It's just going to be weird because the active vents and the passive vents are going to have to be on the floor. But it is possible. Or I could install it on the walls, but like it's going to look odd. So yeah, 1 frame for the airlock, and then 3, and then another 9. So 13 frames, I think. Something like that. I'm going to get rid of my mining belt to free up space for some of this stuff. My hands are already full. I don't have space for things. I'll put the airlock card away and the network analyzer away, and then... For steel frames, where's my steel? I'll do 15 steel frames and 30 steel sheets so I have a little extra wiggle room if I need it. Also, I forget, does the landing pad have, Let me try to look it up. The landing pad also requires sheets to manufacture, I think. Yeah, 2 steel sheets. So I'm going to need 32 steel sheets. So the current project is build a penthouse, landing pad, and airlock. And then I have refunded everybody that had made suggestions. So if you have additional suggestions for what I should build in the penthouse, submit them with channel points now so that we can start to queue up the next project poll. So it is now about 38 Celsius in the base. Warm, but not like uncomfortable or anything like that. Thank you for watching Stationeers Europa, which originally streamed live on Twitch, May 10th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that the series has since ended, and I also played with backseat gaming tags off. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, so you don't miss one. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video also have a link to Discord, a gaming community which we can stay in touch and you can ask me questions in real time. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.